Hello, and welcome, and yes, our winter wonderland. So again, for those of you that may be missing winter in whatever part of the country you're in, hello, and welcome to our winter wonderfulness. Not, but you know how that goes. Anyway. So today, pre-Valentine's Day, we've got a lot of stuff going on this afternoon. Thank you so very much to those of you that are joining live. Hey, Roz, thank you to those of you that will be watching via replay. I appreciate you. So just to reset and introduce myself, Jacqueline J. Smith here, as sponsor Lady J, assisting small businesses with sponsorship strategies. So I am a small business sponsorship strategist. So today we are talking about 3 ways to get sponsors not to love you, or to not get love from sponsors. And those of you that are familiar with sponsorship, those of you that have used sponsorship in the past and have relationships with your sponsors, know that usually 9 times out of 10 sponsors and sponsees, if you will, have a loving relationship. And as long as everyone does what they're supposed to do, does their part, then the relationship works out wonderfully. However, sponsees sometimes don't always give their sponsors the love they deserve, and so that relationship could deteriorate rather quickly, and we do not want that to happen. Hello, Amanda. Thank you so very much for joining. I appreciate you. So just going to come on quickly and talk about 3 ways to not get love from your sponsors. And first way is to have your hand out. Hey, Uncle, how are you? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining, my uncle. I appreciate it. I'm just showing you my winter wonderland here. I hope the weather's a lot better down where you are. May have to head back down that way because, this is really not working for me right now. But anyway, so one of the first ways to not get love from your sponsors is to have your hand out and to constantly just be looking for something from your sponsor and not providing that value that they're looking to you, which is why they're providing that particular sponsorship to you. So definitely one of the ways to not receive that love is to continually have your hand out and not and just constantly me, gimme. Hey, Yvette, thanks for joining. And so that's definitely something that we do not want to do. Thank you so much. And again, as I just mentioned a moment ago, also not providing value. So if your sponsor is looking to you to provide a certain value for the sponsorship dollars or media or products and services that they're providing to you, they want to make sure that they're getting the value that they contracted for. So if you regularly don't provide that value that you've agreed to, or those services that you've agreed that you will provide for that particular sponsor, that's another way to quickly have that relationship deteriorate and quickly not get love from your sponsors, and potentially not get love from future sponsors. So not only that particular sponsor that you're dealing with, but even in the sponsorship world, word travels quickly, and if you don't provide value to your sponsors, they could very well spread that message around and hinder your chances of getting sponsorships from other organizations. So again, along with that goes with not doing what you say, and it kind of goes along with not providing value, but it also goes a little deeper. Not only not doing what it is that you say you're going to do, but the value that you provide could be, say, for example, the value that you're offering or that you've contracted for is to, talk about that particular sponsor on your blog for, every day for a month or something of that nature. Well, if either you're not talking about the sponsor or you're doing something else outside of the contract, that also goes along with not providing value, but it also goes along with not doing what it is that you say you're going to do. So, just quickly. So again, when you're looking to put your events and packages and things of that nature together, just make sure that you're able to actually fulfill those items that you have identified that you will provide for that particular sponsor. And then life should be wonderful. Life should be wonderful as you move forward with your sponsors and your events and activities and blogging and retreats and conferences and workshops and all of those things that you request from all those items that you request from your sponsor in order to forward your particular activities. So again, I thank you so very much for joining this afternoon. Not going to be before you long this round. Just wanted to show you the winter wonderland, the aftermath of our several blizzards in a row that we've kind of experienced here in the Northeast. We'll be back before you this afternoon, 4:20 p.m. as we go through Danielle Winningham's Pass the Cast and our pre-Valentine's Day specials. So, hey, Brianna, thanks for joining. So I do have a special for you in preparation for that. I will be talking about it again later this afternoon as I come before you at 4:20 again for Danielle Winningham's Pass the Cast. But we're having a workshop this Saturday, February 18th. At 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be talking about businesses, what types of businesses can be sponsored, what types of sponsors are out there, what types of sponsorships sponsors provide funds for, or media or products and services and things of that nature. So we'll kind of talk about the whole gamut and give you some education information regarding sponsorship, because there's several major myths out there that we'd like to dispel and get more small businesses in the sponsorship arena, if you will. So you can find the link at bit.ly/bizlove17. Typically it's $99 for this particular workshop. However, in addition to it being Valentine's Day, it's also my birthday month. I am celebrating for the entire month, but you get the presents. So it's usually regularly $99 for that particular course. However, for this Saturday's course, the special is $53. So it's $53 to attend the course it's a workshop on this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, that link is bit.ly/bizlove17. Hey, Deidre, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. So just to recap and reset for those of you that may just be joining, Jacqueline J. Smith here as Sponsor Lady J, your small business sponsorship strategist. And we were just going over several ways, or 3 ways, to not get love from your sponsors. And one of the ways to not receive love from your sponsors is to constantly have your hand out. So you've contracted for a particular item, or you've come to an agreement with your sponsor for a specific dollar figure or product, service, etc. But then you continually have your hand out for more. And that is one surefire way to quickly deteriorate the relationship and to not receive future sponsorships, either from that sponsor or potentially from other sponsors, because folks talk, as you may well know. So definitely make sure that you've got all your ducks in a row as you're making those negotiations and making those agreements, and make sure that you receive what it is that you need and you're able to fulfill that which you have contracted for. And so to kind of go along with that is not providing value. So the value that you provide, again, is negotiated in that sponsorship agreement. So if the value that you are saying that you're going to provide to your sponsor is, like I said, if you are indicating that you're going to mention them in your blog posts over a certain period of time, and then you fail to do so, well, that's not providing the value that they have contracted for. So definitely not a good thing on that end. And then again, that kind of goes along with not doing what you say you're going to do, not only in terms of, again, potentially blog posts or things of that nature, but just in general. Not only that, but if they have contracted with you to for you to do something, say at an event or at a retreat or a workshop or something of that nature, and again, you fail to provide those services that you indicate you will provide for them, then again, that could be an issue. So for example, you receive a product, any number of products out there. So you receive a product, and part of the agreement is that the product, you provide the product to your attendees, take photos and post those photos on Twitter, Instagram, however, and then again, you fail to do so. So either you don't provide the product to your attendees and or you don't take those photos and post them appropriately. So again, not doing what you say you're going to do. And again, word does travel quickly in these small circles. So just want to make sure that you are holding up your end of the bargain so that it's a win-win situation for everyone. So your sponsor gets what it is they're contracting for, and you get the funds, products, services, etc. that you need in order to fund and grow your business. So again, not going to be before you too long this afternoon. I will be back again 4:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Danielle Winningham's Pass the Cast. If you're not following Danielle Winningham, you can find her at Wealth Speaker. A ton of information, a wealth of knowledge, and again, just information with regard to mostly how to get out of the corporate rat race and fund and grow your business so that you can sustain your life and your lifestyle aside from corporate America, just in case. Because if you're not familiar with that, just in case, I tell you what, it can be a doozy. So again, not wishing anything bad on anyone, but stuff happens, and stuff happens sometimes when you least expect it. So definitely want to make sure you're prepared in the event something unfortunate should happen. So again, I thank you so very much for joining this afternoon. Again, come join me again 4:20 p.m. this afternoon on Periscope, as well as I may pop over on Facebook Live as well. And I thank you so very much for joining this afternoon. And remember, God did not wake you up this morning to be mediocre. So go out, have a great day, and walk in your greatness. We will see you next time. Bye now.